Hello and welcome to the Board Game Bunker, and this is the start of our campaign stroke legacy playthrough that will be every Friday. And to start it off, it's a game that we have played once before on my personal channel, a gaming channel that we used to upload to, and it is Kinfire Chronicles. Now normally we'd be doing this intro in here together, me and Taylor, who will be playing through it. However, I just want to put a quick disclaimer out in the start of these first 4 videos that, as I say, it was on my previous channel. It's an older setup. We had a coffee table that we were trying to cram every component of this game onto. We had microphones that we were still trying to figure out how to use. So the quality isn't as what you'd expect for the rest of the channel. However, it is just the first 4 episodes. So if you can bear with us for them first 4, we will be then up to this new setup with the new table, new cameras, because we were recording this on a webcam, I believe, the first 4 episodes. So apologies. We appreciate if you do watch it. We'll carry on from episode 5 if you prefer the higher quality stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment for the rest of the playthrough. Who's your favourite character in this? And I'll see you in the video. Joining me this week, I'm joined by Taylor.
Hello.
And we are back with part 3 of our Kinfire Chronicles, Nightfall. When we left off, we got to the first village, and we had this card, because I left it to the side, and it says, we've already done the first part, which is open the atlas to map 3, and open the Vinna actions, which is this one here. The Vinna pack, in the loot box. So we've opened the Vinna pack now. So I'm hoping that something's going to tell us what to do. You have 3 city actions to explore the town with before you need to get on with your next mission. See the town explanations rulebook found in quest 3. However, your third action in the city in this location must read that again. However, your third city action must be to go to location 1 and sleep at the inn. Take prompt Q3. This quest is over. From now on, when it's time to go on a quest, choose from one of your available prompts to keep in mind that you will never be offered a quest that is too difficult for you to complete. So we have got a quest that we can keep forever and ever called Into the Shadows. We can do that whenever we want. So we've got the Vinna pack open. I'll leave them up there for now because I have no idea when we're going to use them. And then I've got box 3 here, which is Into the Shadows. Except we just want the town exploration rulebook. Between quests, you will spend some time exploring whatever town you find yourself in. This will allow you to rest up, go shopping, or even unlock some hidden quests. City actions starting from the end of quest 2. Each time you complete a quest, you and your companions will be given a number of city actions in order to explore your current town. To use a city action, look at the city map and choose any number location that you wish to visit as a group. Then look at that city's deck of cards for the matching numbered card and read it. So I'm guessing they'll all be in there somewhere. There'll just be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, in the town of Vinna, which is this one, Luca's Tea Wagon is labelled number 5 on the map. So visit Luca's Tea Wagon. You would find card V5 in the Vinna city deck and read it, following any instructions. Your city action usually ends after you visit a location and follow any instructions on the card. The card itself will tell you specifically when your city action is over. Once you've used up your available city actions, you must go on another quest before receiving more. Choose from among the prompt cards you've acquired so far. This represents your limited time and funds in an abstract way, and also keeps you from exhausting all of the city secrets at once. Don't want you to get bored after all. So the shops, which we can probably...
Morella's Wares, which might be worthwhile going to because we both got quite a lot of money from the end of the last game. If you're just tuning in, I've got 6 coins to spend. We both have 6 each from completing the various quests that we were doing last time. So I think it'd be worthwhile to go and get some equipment as adventurers need.
So there are a few requirements, but we can pick them up as and when we get to them. So shopping, you can purchase some stuff from shops. You can sell, so at some shops you may be able to sell the enemy focus tokens you've claimed in battle for coin. This will be listed on the shop's menu card. Some shops may even offer special items in return for specific enemy focus tokens. It's rumoured, for instance, that there is a shop in the city of Dinlux that can make you a wyvern cloak if you give them a wyvern focus token, which probably means that the game didn't tell us this, but we should have kept the focus tokens. I stuck them all back in the box in case I played it again. So we'll have to remember which ones
we did kill the wyvern.
Yeah, we did. So I'm saying we should have kept the tokens. It didn't say to keep the tokens afterwards in any of the rule books. Then when you're sleeping at an inn, you can customize your Seeker deck, which is these. You have to have 18 cards in your deck. If a card shows a Seeker's face on it, it's unique to that Seeker, and no other Seeker may add it to their deck, so you might get some more for yours. Can't have more than 18 cards, which includes 9 action cards, plus their 9 linked boost cards, which are named after the action card they are linked to. Your lantern card and any disposable cards in your deck do not count towards this limit. Anytime you remove an action card from your deck, you must also remove its linked boost card. And at any time you add an action card to your deck, you must also add its linked boost card. You can almost think of them as two halves of the same card. And your Seeker sheet has a colour bar down the centre which shows the colour requirements of your Seeker deck. This is the number of an action of each colour that your Seeker deck must include, not counting your lantern card or any disposable cards. So yeah, you can't have more than whatever it says there. So I can only have 4 greens, 3 reds, and 2 blues. And then it's fine. Limit 4. Some cards have Kinfire requirements shown at the bottom. You can only add 1 Kinfire worth of cards to your Seeker deck, each Kinfire token you've accumulated. Which I'm guessing is that. So we've got 1 Kinfire token, or 2. I'm guessing it's 1 each.
Yeah.
So we can't add more than 1 at the minute. And then that's it. Just some stuff for later. Some locations or specific type of shop known as trainers who can train you in special skills. They work like regular shops but require successful skill checks of some sort to gain the new card. And then we'll leave it there. So where are we going to go to first?
Probably Morella's Wares would be my guess, because we need to do the inn last.
Yeah, that's the third one.
So I was having a look, and I was probably thinking Morella's Wares, the Kinfire Shrine, and then one for like adventuring purposes. So
we can't do one. You can only do 2, and then the third one has to be going back to the inn.
Right, okay.
So we can only do 2 at the minute.
Well, yeah. Then my vote is Morella's Wares, and then the Kinfire Shrine.
Yeah, well, we'll go with that. So we find
Morella's Wares first is
V2.
V2, yeah.
V2 is this one. And it says, the shopkeeper, a tall, thin elf, greets you cheerfully as you enter. I've heard tell of the Seekers, but I've never met one before. She watches you intensely as you browse the shelves stocked with fencing, chicken feed, and snacks of rodent repellent. I cater mostly for the farmers around here, she says, but my husband Jed is a blacksmith. He might have some more items that interest you. Morella leads you to the forge out back, where you find a human man with white hair and ropey muscles. She signs to him in a few quick gestures, and he nods to you before uncovering a table to show you his wares. You may shop at Morella's Goods, add it to the Vinna market if you haven't already. See shopping in the town exploration rulebook for further information. Your city action is over. So that was that. That's all we could do was visit the place. We couldn't actually do anything in it. So what did it say to check?
Shopping rules.
When you visit a shop, the card will instruct you to add it to the shop, to the market for the first time you visit. If you then look at the city's deck of cards, you'll find a menu card listing the shop's inventory and prices in coin, as well as the actual cards that there are for sale there. When you buy something from a shop, you may either add it to your supply of unused cards or immediately swap it into the Seeker's deck using the rules listed in the Sleeping at Inns. When you've visited a shop as a city action, you may purchase some or all of the shop's inventory before your city action ends. So why is that telling me that it's over? Unless we had to discover it and then our next one's to go there?
Well, the way that I interpret it is that we technically should check the shopping thing first, and then the rest of the card follows afterwards, so we don't get told to like not do it until we've checked the rules. And if the rules say we can buy all the inventory items, then we can buy all the inventory items and then stop.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret it anyway.
Fair enough. So let's find the wares, whatever that is. You can see shopping, and then what's it say to find? I can add a
see shopping. See actions over.
I can add something. What does it say to add?
It said it in there, didn't it? See the shopping and the town exploration rulebook for further information. You see actions over. It doesn't say to add anything there.
Oh, is it Morella's Goods? Is that who we've just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Morella's Goods. So it'll be. Now the question is, which way do these go? Because that's a prompt. They must be all of Luca's, which means that must be Morella's wares, which is these go into here. So that must be Morella's wares. Yeah, some stuff there. So, Jed's work isn't fancy, but it's reliable. I promise you, you will never find better weapons to serve you. The items for sale here: defending blade, which will cost you 3 coins, a heavy staff, 3 coins, or a loyal arrow, which is 3 coins. Once purchased, add the cards and any boosts to the Seeker's unused card pool, or swap them into the Seeker's deck using the normal deck building rules.
Well, it makes sense for you to get the arrow and I'll get the sword.
Yeah, you're going to spend, so we get rid of 3 coins each.
Still have 3 more.
Yeah, but there's nothing else really, because I don't see us using the staff. So you'll get the sword, which is them 2, and I'll take the...
These just get shuffled down to here, right?
Yeah, but I do actually have more card sleeves that we could use, to be fair.
That's right.
I
don't think it's really necessary, because are they not disposable? That's what I thought.
No, they're not disposable. They're to keep.
Well, maybe it is worthwhile putting them in the sleeves then.
Either that, or we just keep them, because that way, if I reshuffle the cards and stuff like that, I know which ones are from the shop, I guess. I don't think it's going to tell me though, is it? It's not going to say like this is from Morella's. Oh yeah, QVA 03. So I'm guessing that's Quest 03, I'm assuming.
Oh, because Vinna Morella's versus 2.
Don't know, I was just looking at the cards. Don't know, maybe it's like I wouldn't have thought this was a legacy game. It's just going to take a while to put back. Good job we're recording it, so I can always go back and see what cards are and where.
Put one for the Seeker.
I'm going to leave these in here for now, because we can't put them in our deck just yet until we get to the inn.
Okie dokie.
So that would be our action there. And then where did you want to go after that?
The shrine, to see if... So my logical thinking, because I quite like to play role-playing games every now and again, is obviously we buy whatever we can buy in the shop, and then we might be able to get some sort of buff or enhancement or enchantment or something maybe.
What is it? V4?
Yeah, V4. Kinfire Shrine.
Which is this one here. The Kinfire Shrine is small, nothing like the grand structures in Dinlux, but well tended. Good day to you, an elven priestess emerges from the shadows. Her golden mask shimmers in the light. My name is Rani, and I am the keeper of this shrine. May I be of some assistance? You explain your purpose here in Vinna, but she seems to already know who you are. She tells you a little about the shrine and in recent construction. Before you leave, she stops you. If I may ask, I saw a vision in the Kinfire last morn, a soul suffering and cast out. Some creature nearby is in need of Xavi's aid. If you come across anyone of this description, please let me know. Take memory VA and remove this card from Vinna. That's VA. We don't need to go back there, but I'll stick this back so I know where it is. And that's it. So that's the quest. That's the thing over, and I'll let us know what this is. I'm assuming it's some sort of quest that we can also do. We'll know that we've been there, so it's fine. That's both of them done. So that's all of the stuff that we can do in Vinna for now.
So let me get the card out for the inn. I don't know if it has a card.
It doesn't.
Right.
Didn't say to give one. So we've got a memory. You speak with Rani, the priestess who watches over Vinna's Kinfire Shrine. She told you a little bit about the shrine and also requested that you send anyone in need of assistance her way. And then it says discard this card at the end of quest 4, which we haven't got yet. So we've got a memory and a prompt. So we've only got one quest that we can do then when we go back. But we need to go to the inn, which is where we can now make a new deck if we wanted to. So when you sleep, you can take out any sort of green card. Well, mine's green.
Mine's red.
But you have to take out the boost action and the actual card. Sleeping in the inn, you are met with the smell of fresh baked bread. You can hear the gentle squeak of water wheel turning out back. Dara, the mayor of Vinna and owner of the inn, appears wiping her hands on a towel. Looking for a hot meal and a room for the night? Your room and board are free here as long as you're in town. If you stay the night, cease sleeping at inns, which we've done. We've done our deck building. In the town exploration rulebook, your city action is over. Otherwise, return to the map and choose again. So we're done. So we've done all of our stuff. And then when we've slept, I'm assuming it's just going to be, now we can put it back. Let me see what happens. So I'll say something at the end. I'm assuming it's just pick from your thing of cards, which are, we've only got one to choose from. And we're done, which is in the shadows. So customizing a secret deck, we've done that.
Good song, though.
What, Into the Shadows?
Mm.
Oh, Rasmus.
Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say, so I'm assuming it's just when you visit. Sleeping in allows you and your companions to remove all lingering status cards, such as exhausted cards. So if you've got any, which I don't think you do, from your secret decks, turn them to the correct card piles on the board. In addition, when you sleep at an inn, you will usually each be given the opportunity to customize your secret deck using the cards you found for trading. So we've done that. So yeah, then after that we wake up and we can pick our next quest, and we've only got one to pick from, which is this one. So we've only got one. When you embark on this quest, so Dara, the mayor of Vinna, has requested you help on something once you've explored the town and are rested up a little. When you embark on this quest, open quest 3, which is then all this. So we'll take some of these out. A massive pile of cards. But there is more. Oh, there's more, because I've set stuff up from last time. And I've just pressed the wrong button straight away. Which means we should now have, which is why that cable's draping through my house and into the rain.
The morning light finds you rested and refreshed. The smell of breakfast lures you down to the main room of the inn, where Dara invites you to have a seat. You ask her about the task she mentioned yesterday.
Sabotaged bridge. It's not the first trouble we've had. When construction on the lighthouse started, so did the attacks. These bandits. It's as if they want to cut us off from Bin Lows. They've ambushed caravans, raided farms. I have no proof, but I'm sure they're the ones who destroyed the bridge.
She pauses, blowing the steam from her tea.
We suspect they're operating out of one of the forests northeast of here. I've sent some armed locals out there, but none of them have returned. We can't afford to lose anyone else. But, Seekers are trained for this sort of thing, right?
You agreed to track down and deal with the bandits. But first, breakfast. No sense facing danger on an empty stomach. After breakfast, you gear up and make your way north. Near the edge of town, you spot a dwarf running in your direction.
Wait!
When she finally reaches you, she leans over, hands on knees to catch her breath.
I just wanted to thank you personally,
she finally says.
My aunt and uncle were among those you escorted here. They're safe because of you.
You wave off her thanks, all in a day's work for a seeker. But the dwarf stops you again.
The forest where you're headed, some ruins appeared there after the last Starless Night. And someone warned me that they're haunted by malicious spirits. It's not safe out there.
I will say I do a better job at some of these. The dwarf seems overly nervous to Fayin. Fayin is not present, so we're going to go to 3-3.
I didn't realise this was based down in Louisiana.
Doxy's going to pop out.
The forest northeast of Vinna is quiet and cool. There's a shaft of smoke rising in the distance. A campfire. You ease up on the camp, keeping your footfalls quiet. You ready your weapons. But when you emerge from the trees to strike, you find only a pile of corpses. They could be the men Dara sent out before you. The camp is littered with abandoned supplies. Whoever left must have been in a hurry. You notice tracks leading deeper into the forest.
Well, now we get a choice. So, conundrum. Choose between might as well search the camp for useful supplies before we go. That benefits no one in our party. The one that benefits both of us, we don't have time to mess around. Let's get going. So I'm guessing we're just going to keep going.
Yeah.
And then it says...
Don't waste our time.
Yeah. So we're supposed to each get a Kinfire thing, but I don't know where. We've not got any to pass out. Unless they're on this. It says +1 Kinfire.
We can only have one, can't we?
No, that's this one, which we can spend on stuff the other there. So we each get one of them. So let's find out where we're going next.
You follow the bandits' tracks deeper into the woods until you reach a river. Its waters are swift and deep. You only see 2 possible ways to cross. The rickety bridge before you seems the most expedient, but could easily be ambushed. Downriver, you can see the ruins that the frightened dwarf warned you about.
Okay, now we do actually have a choice, because on the one which your side is let's take our chance with the bridge. Better an ambush than whatever's lurking in those ruins. And then the choice of mine is the ruins seem safe from attack and we might find something of value.
The adventurer in me wants to clear out the ruins, because if they are haunted and there are spirits there, then we can kill them for 1 XP and 2 potential goodies.
Yeah, that is true.
So
it might give us a quest as well if it's the ruins.
It might also give us a quest. So I say we go for the ruins.
Okay, in that case I get another Kinfire for choosing my one, and we are going to go to 3-7, which is...
The ruins sit atop the river, spanning its banks as if randomly placed here. Another of the alien structures sometimes left in the wake of a starless night. On the walls are strange markings and statues with no clue to their meaning or purpose. A deep hum begins to build, growing stronger and stronger until it threatens to shake your very bones apart. Asha's ears can barely take the relentless sound.
If you have memory 3A, which we don't, go to 3-8. Otherwise, covering your ears from the deafening thump, you escape the ruins to the other side of the river. Shaken and confused, you collapse to the ground, promptly lose your breakfast. Each seeker must flip 5 cards, gaining 1 exhaust for each non-blue revealed. Shit. So we each flip 5 cards, and for each non-blue revealed, we gain 1 exhaust. I've only got 2 blues in my deck, so I feel like I'm about to get a lot of exhaust cards.
I've only got 3, so but you never know. 1, 2, oh dear. 3, 4, 5. I am 5 levels of exhausted.
I've got 4.
Nice.
Fun. You can dish out the exhaust cards the next year.
I don't really want to. I'm a bit too tired for that.
Whose idea was it to take the ruins, lad?
Well, you didn't offer anything, so you could have said no.
I could have.
No matter how great the hero's spirit, the body has limits. You can feel yourself starting to reach yours. When you discard your hand, suffer 1 damage for each exhausting card you discard. You may ignore this effect if you discard this card at any other time. Or we can remove this card from your deck when we rest at an inn.
So we keep having to put them into our deck.
Yeah.
So we shuffle them into our deck, I'm assuming? Or do we put them on the discard pile for now and then we get them when we have to redraw?
I'm not sure, it doesn't specify, does it?
I can't remember how you do it. There's so many rule books to go back to and look at. I have no clue which one it's going to be in. Yeah, it's not working. Right, we're going to have to just do this the old-fashioned way at this point. So, free turn. You continue through the woods, following the bandits' tracks until they end at the entrance to an old mine. Curiously, it appears unchanged by the darkness. You heard of places that are immune to transforming effects of Starless Night. Locations with deep histories and powerful magic. You approach with caution, making your way down into the dark corridors of the mine. If you have memory, 3B, go to 311, otherwise go to 312. We do not have memory. We have VA and 2A, so there is no freeze. Otherwise go to 312, which is this one. You step silently through the passageways, careful to avoid any traps until you come across a camp that is camp lit by luminous green moss. The bandits are reclining against some rocks and drinking from brown bottles, but their weapons are close by. You take your positions, ready your weapons, and then attack. Gain 2 attack, fate tokens. It is. Each bandit begins. We can't gain any more because we've already maxed out our 3 from the last time. Each bandit begins battle with a, what one's that? Stunned. On each of their active abilities. Open the atlas to map 4. So now go to map 4 and go to 314.